For years, the global music industry has treated chart success as the ultimate benchmark of influence. A #1 debut, record-breaking sales, or a viral tour announcement usually dominate headlines for a few days before fading into the relentless cycle of entertainment news. Yet BTS has once again demonstrated something few artists, let alone groups, have managed to achieve, transforming statistics into cultural narrative. When BTS's fifth studio album ARIRANG climbed back to number 9 on the Billboard 200 after 10 consecutive weeks in the top 10, the achievement appeared straightforward at first glance. Another record. Another headline. Another milestone added to an already historic career. But to view ARIRANG purely through the lens of numbers is to miss the deeper story unfolding beneath the surface. Because this moment is not simply about chart longevity. It is about endurance. In an age where albums disappear from conversation within days, where streaming algorithms constantly chase novelty, and where fandom attention is fragmented across countless digital trends, BTS has achieved what even many Western superstars struggle to sustain: relevance with consistency. 10 straight weeks in Billboard 200's top 10 is not merely a commercial success, it is evidence of audience retention, cultural staying power, and emotional investment on a global scale. And perhaps most significantly, ARIRANG has become the first album by a Korean artist to accomplish this feat. That distinction matters. For years, K-pop's relationship with the American market was framed as an experiment. Korean acts could trend, break into charts, or briefly dominate social media conversations, but critics often questioned sustainability. Could a Korean-language act truly compete in one of the world's most competitive entertainment ecosystems without relying on novelty? BTS appears to have answered that question long ago. Yet ARIRANG pushes the answer further. The album debuted at #1 in March 2026 and held its throne for 3 consecutive weeks, a remarkable feat on its own. Upon release, it reportedly achieved the largest sales week for any group in more than a decade, a staggering statistic that places BTS in territory occupied by only the biggest names in modern music history. Still, commercial power alone cannot explain why ARIRANG continues to resonate months later. The title itself may offer a clue. ARIRANG is not merely a word, it is one of Korea's most recognizable cultural symbols, a folk song deeply associated with memory, longing, resilience, and collective identity. By invoking that name, BTS appears to be bridging two seemingly contradictory worlds: national heritage and global pop modernity. This is where the project becomes culturally fascinating. Rather than abandoning their roots to secure mainstream international appeal, BTS has repeatedly doubled down on identity. Over the years, the group's trajectory has suggested a larger philosophy: global success does not require cultural dilution, it may instead reward cultural confidence. In that sense, ARIRANG becomes symbolic. It represents a Korean act no longer asking for validation from Western institutions, but operating as an equal force within them. The Billboard achievement therefore functions as more than a trophy, it becomes proof of structural change inside the music business. Yet another layer of the story emerges when looking at timing. As BTS prepares for the next leg of the ARIRANG World Tour, the group is set to perform at Busan Asiad Main Stadium on June 12 to 13, with the June 13 concert coinciding exactly with BTS's debut anniversary. This scheduling choice feels anything but accidental. Because anniversaries in pop culture are often retrospective, sentimental occasions designed to celebrate nostalgia. BTS, however, seems to be reframing the idea entirely. Instead of pausing to reflect on the past, they are using their anniversary to reinforce momentum. The symbolism is powerful, returning to a massive Korean stage while simultaneously standing at the center of global attention. Even more intriguing is the decision to broadcast the June 13 concert live in movie theaters worldwide. This move reveals a critical truth about modern entertainment economics. BTS is no longer functioning solely as a music act. It operates more like an ecosystem. Albums dominate charts. Stadium concerts generate tourism and local economic activity. Cinema screenings expand accessibility while creating premium shared experiences for fans unable to attend physically. Merchandise, digital engagement, streaming ecosystems, and fan participation merge into a single interconnected machine. The ARIRANG era therefore represents something larger than a comeback cycle. It reflects a mature global entertainment architecture. And perhaps this explains why BTS remains uniquely difficult to replicate. Many artists can generate hype. Few can sustain cultural emotionality. Even fewer can transform commercial activity into ritual. For millions of fans worldwide, the June concert is not simply another performance. It is a symbolic checkpoint in a collective journey spanning years of memories, hardships, reinventions, and milestones. The most fascinating question, however, may not be whether BTS can continue breaking records. History already suggests they will. The real question is this: at what point do we stop describing BTS as a successful K-pop group and begin acknowledging that they have fundamentally rewritten the mechanics of global pop culture itself? If ARIRANG's Billboard milestone proves anything, it is that BTS is no longer chasing history. They are increasingly becoming the framework through which future history will be measured.